Hi, beautiful people, and welcome to another Sims 4 build video. So, my idea for this was to build like a bed and breakfast. And like, I had this idea in my head of who was going to live here. Like, it was going to be this guy who just got this house. His grandmother died, and she left him her house. And then he did a little bit of renovation, turned it into a bed and breakfast and changed the guest room downstairs into his own like little studio apartment type of thing because he actually just came back from university and he doesn't know what he's going to do and he just loves video gaming. He or she, it doesn't actually really matter. And he just loves video gaming and that's all he wants to do. And then his cousin was like, but you have this huge house, so why don't you just turn it into a bed and breakfast? And he was like, you know what, yeah, that's actually a great idea. And then, so all he has to do is just keep it clean, really. And then he turned 2 rooms. So there's only going to be 2 rooms in this bed and breakfast for renting into like the same room. So they just like mirrored each other. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about the backstory with this and actually talk about the build. So at first, you saw my shell was a bit wonky. I didn't like it at all, and I kind of changed it about a bit. I thought maybe it was too symmetrical, and also the round bottoms weren't really working because the roof, I couldn't find a roof that matched it. I'm sure if I spent more time, I would probably have found a roof that matched it, but I won't lie to you. I finished this build at 3 a.m. this morning. Like this morning that I'm uploading this video. Because I was like, oh, damn, I want to be consistent. Even though I don't have that many subscribers and no one's really watching. But I want to be consistent because it's like, when you're consistent in something, it reflects on the self-control that you have as a person. So I'm just giving excuses now. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I just wanted to say I finished this video at 3 a.m. in the morning. And I'm recording the voiceover at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Yeah. Wild, isn't it? Anyways, I was putting windows out here and then I realized that this house isn't very nice. So I'm just going to give a disclaimer. I don't know how to build. I just like playing The Sims 4 and I like houses. Like, who doesn't like looking at a house? So before you figure out and like start thinking, why is her build not amazing like Devon Bumpkin or even Lil Simsy? It's because I don't know how to build. Also, the columns were like sticking out and I couldn't cover them properly with the roof and it completely drove me crazy. So, for my mental health and for my mental security, I just left them sticking out. So, if you want to download this, it'll be on the gallery under the bed and breakfast hashtag Tofusima. And if you don't like the columns, you can delete them because I don't like them either. The roof can't be standing on nothing. Something needs to hold it up. So, that way we put the columns. Anyways, thank you, The Sims 4, for adding that stairs update because it was really cool to add to this house. Like, I had so much fun doing the stairs, even though it was for like 2 seconds. It's so fun to have the stairs go up and then turn around and then go up the other way. That's just really fun. It took me a bit to figure out the roof because I already said in the beginning I wanted that circle roof and it didn't work. And then we changed it to this square roof type of thing. And it is still kind of wonky because it's still sticking out in some places. But later on, I think I fixed that. I'm not really sure. So I kind of spent so much time. I cut out a bunch of it so you won't even see it. But I spent a lot of time on the exterior of this house. Like, it was quite crazy. There's so much background noise because everyone decides they want to go places now. Now that I've decided to record this video, there's a helicopter flying outside. Like, it's getting louder. Like, the audacity of this helicopter. Yeah. Uh, can you, okay. I don't even think there's an airport nearby. Like, this is just dramatic for no reason. Imagine if it's flying low because it's about to crash. Okay, no, no, no. We're not bringing that bad energy in here. Okay, this quarantine, nothing but good energy. And I'm going to get back to the build. So, I don't know if I think I wanted to do like a nice fenced in backyard, and then I deleted the thought entirely because wasn't sure how I was going to go about it, and it was already really late in the in the morning, in the night, like I already said, and I didn't want to spend too much time adding a pool and an outside area when it probably wouldn't even be used. So why did I make this build? So I was thinking of starting like a bed and breakfast challenge on my channel. I don't know if it's already been done or if it's something that people already do, but I was thinking because we have the new roommate system that came in university. We can like get roommates, and then it has to be like a rags to riches kind of challenge. So then you get like a bed and breakfast house, and then you set your money to zero, and then you can't leave the compound, and you only get money by the rent your roommates pay, and then after they've paid rent, you kick them out. So because it's like a bed and breakfast, and they're not meant to stay for the entire time. So and then you're like trying to get rich, like let's say like a goal, you're trying to make 100K simoleons, and you have to make breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you have to make sure that the house is kept clean. And the fun thing about the roommate system is that I tried to make the rooms. You'll see later. I made the rooms like the exact same white bedspread because nobody wants to stay in a hotel where the bedspread isn't white. Like, how do you know what's on the on the sheets and on the covers? And then I tried to make everything all white and simple because the best thing about the roommate system is that they actually bring stuff in. So like when you get a roommate and they actually you look into the rooms like a few seconds later, they actually put stuff on the table. Like all you have to do is assign their bed and they'll actually do stuff and fill up the room, which is really fun. So I try to make the rooms as simple as possible, which you will see in a couple seconds. So because you're gonna be cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then we all know how Sims are, they'll probably want to cook at themselves. I try to make the kitchen like it. I try to make it so that the kitchen could be used by multiple Sims at the same time. And I did two dishwashers just cause fancy. And then we had the little sink and counter tabletop. And then we added random paintings around the room. So it's like a grand kitchen. So I'm imagining that he did a lot of renovating and like painting after his grandmother died, or her grandmother died. And he ended up basically trying to make it have like a more modern outlook, but it's also still kind of like brownish and olden dayish and traditional because he couldn't get rid of too many things. Like he left some of the wallpaper, some of the old lady wallpaper behind because he didn't want to, go too far and change too much, if you get my drift. And then, but then for the most part, he tried to make it like a family, oh, not a family, like a hotel type of gathering. So, like, if you see with my floor pan, I'm about to add a dining room and like a lounge area. So, the dining room you'll see is definitely for multiple families to stay. So, the bed and breakfast isn't really allowing like families, more like you can only actually get two Sims at a time. But your roommates will actually bring home friends. That's another thing about the roommate system. So that's why I had so many chairs under the bar table in the dining room. If you see, you see, you see. And I love the curtains. I made the curtains the exact same for every single window. And it's rare to find curtains that match in The Sims 4. But lo and behold, we did it. Like, I can't hear an applause, please. I'm waiting. No? Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You're just jealous, okay? Because you can't find curtains that match properly. And they're not like exactly the same thing and just wild to look at. Yes. So I added like a little fireplace. And then I wanted the lounge area to be somewhere where if they just wanted to watch TV, they can't really do much here. I didn't add too many. Oh, I forgot to add a bookshelf. And railings on the stairs. Anyways, your Sims will be unsafe walking up the stairs in this build. But there's not really much to do in the lounge area, and I wanted it like that so that because your Sims shouldn't really gather. If you've actually if you ever stayed overnight in like an Airbnb, you'll see that Sims don't actually Sims real human beings don't actually like to gather in the lounge areas and stuff. They mostly just stay in their rooms and then come down for breakfast and then leave. Because if you're staying in an Airbnb overnight, you have places to be. You're not planning on staying here for a lovely luxury getaway. I mean, sometimes you are just like on holiday and you just need a quick place to stay. But most times you're not. So finally, we get to the upstairs rooms. You can see I made them as similar as possible so that it would be just like a neat, easy thing for him to take care of when they move out. So, yeah, another thing with the challenge, you have to kick out your roommate once they've paid rent, like once, and then hire new ones. And then you can't leave the lot. So, you have to stay on your lot and you have to pick up your roommates from outside your house. You can't have a job. You can't earn money from anything apart from the roommate system. And you have to find a way to pay all your bills because if the lights go off and everything, then, nobody's going to want to stay in your house. Well, if you think about it that way, then maybe you should get money from other things like painting or, planting. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Would that be like a fun challenge to watch? Because I was thinking of doing like a university let's play because I'm actually having so much fun with the university pack, even though it's old. I know, it's old. It's been out for a bit, but I'm having so much fun with it, and I just want to bring it to the channel because I love editing videos. That's like the happiest thing I could ever do. Like you see, the backyard is so plain and boring because I kind of realized that no, maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't put in a fenced-in pool and like an outside area because no one's actually gonna go there. It's an Airbnb. You're just here to really sleep. I mean, you're actually probably not even going to have breakfast before you leave. Think about it. you know so I'm just doing a little bit of landscaping. I don't know how to landscape, which you will see in this build. So I just plop things down and then plop down some more terrain paint and then plop down some outside lights. I'm saying a lot of plops, but it's fine. I'm actually proud of this build. Like, I actually like it, which is rare because I don't think I can build that well in The Sims 4, in life as well, in real life. But I actually really like this. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Onto the screenshots, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.